This is the isinwheel Z1 electric scooter, and my first impression after a week of real rides is that it's a powerful, heavy-duty commuter that favors strength over finesse. From my experience, the motor and brakes stand out right away, while the rear suspension and high-speed stability take a little patience. I came in curious about the 28 miles per hour claim and the 25-mile range, and I left with a pretty clear sense of who this scooter is for and where it shines. The Z1 looks and feels sturdy the moment you pick it up. The aviation-grade aluminum frame is solid, and the whole scooter has that built-to-last vibe. It's about 50 pounds, which is no joke if you're carrying it upstairs. The folding setup is straightforward and locks down tight, but the folded package is still long, so it's more trunk-friendly than backpack-friendly. The standing deck is wide and confidence-inspiring. I noticed a spec floating around that says 21 millimeters wide, which is obviously a typo. In reality, it's spacious enough for a secure, staggered stance with decent grip on the rubberized top. In my opinion, the deck size makes long rides feel stable, especially at higher speeds. The handlebar area is clean with a bright, easy-to-read display. Even in strong daylight, I could see speed and mode clearly. One button toggles the 4 speed modes, which keeps things simple. The lighting package is a highlight. The headlight reaches far enough to see road texture. The taillight flashes on braking. The turn signals are actually useful in traffic, and the ambient lights along the deck help with low light visibility. It looks sharp, and more importantly, cars notice you. On tires, I know there's been confusion across listings. My unit has 10-inch pneumatic tires with valve stems, and that lines up with the ride feel. They're grippy and help tame small chatter. The 1,000-watt rear hub motor is the star. It pulls hard off the line and climbs hills with confidence. On my usual route with a couple of steep grades, I never felt it bogged down. In turbo mode, it pushes up to the advertised top speed. Using a GPS app, I saw 27 to 28 miles per hour on flat ground. Around that speed, I did feel a mild wobble in the stem that made me keep a firmer grip. It isn't unrideable, but it's noticeable enough that I kept turbo for open, smooth roads and dropped to sport in tighter areas. The suspension is a tale of two halves. The front swing arm hydraulic setup is excellent. It soaks up cracks, curbs at slower speeds, and rough patches with a soft, controlled feel. The rear spring suspension doesn't match the front. It's stiff with minimal travel, so sharp bumps pass through to your lower back. On pavement, it's fine. On gravel and broken paths, that stiff rear lets you know what you just rolled over. If you're expecting plush off-road comfort, this isn't that kind of scooter. It's more of a tough, urban machine that can handle rough streets and mild trails, not a dirt path cruiser. Braking is strong and confidence-building. Dual mechanical disc brakes bite quickly, and the electronic cutoff, EABS, kills motor power the moment you squeeze, which shortens stopping distances. On wet mornings, the brakes still felt predictable. I always recommend easing into the levers the first time out to learn the feel. But once I dialed it in, stopping hard from 20 miles per hour felt controlled and straight. Range has been solid. The 48V 15 amp hour, 720 watts, battery with a smart BMS gave me between 19 and 24 miles per charge depending on speed mode and hills. Riding mostly in comfort and sport, with a few turbo bursts, I landed near 22 miles on mixed terrain. If you ride full turbo and weigh more, expect less. Charging took me roughly 7 hours, from low to full, so I treated it like an overnight routine. UL 2272 certification is good to see on a pack this size. The 4 riding modes feel well-tuned. Eco caps things for easy cruising and maximum efficiency. Comfort is perfect for city streets and bike lanes. Sport is where I spent most of my time commuting. Turbo is the thrill mode, best used when you've got room and smooth pavement. I paired the app to check settings, switch units, and confirm things like kick to start, and it worked without drama. Key features that matter to me are the motor's hill power, the real dual disc brakes, the bright lighting with actual turn signals, and the wide deck. The weight capacity, up to 330 pounds, is impressive. I didn't test the upper limit, but the stem, clamps, and frame all feel overbuilt in a good way. From my experience, the Z1's personality comes down to power, safety, and sturdiness. The motor torque makes daily rides faster and more fun, and it turns tough hills into non-events. In my opinion, The dual disc brakes plus EABS are a big win for real-world safety, especially when your top speed is flirting with 28 miles per hour. The 360-degree lighting is not just a cool look, it's practical. Drivers saw me sooner, and the turn signals actually helped at night. The deck comfort deserves love too. Long rides didn't punish my feet, and the extra space let me shift my stance when the road got rough. There are a few cautions. At higher speeds, I did notice a bit of wobble. It never kicked out on me, but I respected it and adjusted my body position and grip. The rear suspension is too stiff. If you expect off-road plushness, temper your expectations. The scooter is heavy, so if your routine includes stairs or a bus, this probably isn't the move. And I've seen conflicting tire notes on different listings. My unit is pneumatic, but if tire type matters to you, confirm with the seller before buying. It's perfect for riders who want real hill climbing power and a high weight rating for stability, who mostly ride pavement and want extra safety at night. If you're a beginner, the speed and weight might feel like a lot. If you want true trail comfort, the rear shock won't make you happy. If your commute is hilly and you want a robust, bright, stop-on-a-dime scooter, this fits. I'd recommend this for heavier riders who need the 330 pounds capacity, anyone in a city with steep climbs, and commuters who value strong brakes, visible lighting, and a wide deck. I'd also recommend it for folks who don't need to carry the scooter often and are okay with overnight charging. If high-speed stability is your top priority, consider keeping it in sport and checking your stem and clamp tightness regularly. In conclusion, the isinwheel Z1 leans into power and durability. The 1000W motor, real-world 25-ish mile range, and excellent braking make it a confident daily ride. The front suspension is great. The rear needs work. The wobble at top speed is there, so ride smart. The lighting and deck comfort are standout quality-of-life features. Key features like the UL 2272 certified 720 watt-hour battery, pneumatic 10-inch tires on my unit, and the 4-mode control make the scooter feel complete for urban use. From my experience, it's a heavy-duty commuter with strong performance that's best on pavement, and it rewards riders who value torque and safety over featherweight portability or cushy rear travel. I will share detailed information about the isinwheel Z1 electric scooter in the comments section. Everyone, thank you for watching.